loves bow. Nay underscore loves underscore bow says, do you have a song of yours that you dread singing? Like, if you sing it one more time, you'll go crazy.
Oh my God. I used to have this record. It was like the first record when I was on my first record label, and it was called Fallin'. And yeah, it was called Fallin', and I refuse to sing it. Every time I hear it, I act like it ain't me singing it. I hated that record.
Well, what was the problem with the record?
It was just loud and just a lot of just So I hated that record from the start, and I still hate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no fall, all the Fallen fans.
Yeah, you won't hear that.
You're not going to hear
I
Fallen.
never. I don't think I've ever sang that when I had, on my own in concert.
Well, you have you put a lot. You're very honest, and you put a lot of your love life on the table. How's your love life going right now in 2000?
It's going, man. Like it's, it's me just paying closer attention now. And, making sure that this is the person I want to marry. So I'm just focused on that. Like, if you don't have marriage qualities, like, why even play around?
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
Okay. So I can tell your mindset is very different right now. Like, you seem more focused, more like calm and collected. Like, how's your mindset? What's the transition from Rebellious Soul into this new album or where you are now?
It's so different. The first album, I was really angry and aggressive. And, half of that album was recorded, kind of before I really had a deal. So it was a different aggression. And, that was like trying to kick through doors and things like that. This album, I was able to have a beautiful home in L.A. and it's palm trees and, you can eat edibles all day and everything. It just made everything be like, okay. Right. I still speak my mind on this album, and I still speak my mind a lot. But I pick my battles better, and I really don't really care.
Okay.
Like, I really don't care.
Like, you're just over it.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah. Okay, well, good. It would be interesting to see a very calmer K.Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
So will the music be a little more like eclectic because you're
it's
in the
very much, it's everything. Like, I have a country record on there that is amazing. My new single, Love 'Em All, is a mix between R&B and rock. And it's a buffet of music. So it's not, you have that record that's, angry and aggressive because that is a mood of a woman and a person. But it's a lot of things going on within the album.
Right. Now, speaking of Love 'Em All, you dropped it a day ago. All right, and you've been getting a lot of great reception on the single. So, just tell us a little bit about the story behind the single. Like,
well, I heard Chris Brown's Loyal. Loved the record, great record. But I was like, okay, they're hurt. So I wanted to do something for women and just where I was at. And it's like, I love them all. Men have a lot of choices and women are not supposed to. We're supposed to put all our eggs in one basket. That's bullshit. So now we need to spread them around and we need to have a team of men. Line them all up and put them in, play them, see who your MVP is, and that's who you be with. So I make them all feel good. I don't make them feel like, they in competition. I make them all feel like they number one, and I love them all.
Okay. So shout out to the fellas.
Shout out.
Hey. She loves us all, and that's not bad. I like that. That's not bad at all. It's not a bad space to be in. All right, so let's go to Twitter. We have Shanice Nicole. There we go.
Okay.
Shanice Nicole. She says, when will you be going on tour again?
I am going on tour definitely. After this album, I'm also going overseas. I'll be over there for this album we're doing a release there as well. So I'm going to be everywhere. And the single just came out, so we'll be rocking and rolling in, some months. So
I think it's so crazy because you have been able to step outside of that niche box that reality stars seem to get
It's
placed
difficult.
in. Yeah. How's that process been? What are you doing that's so different from like other people that you see?
Well, I'm really talented. That would be the first thing.
That's a great start.
God likes me. It's different when I get on these TV screens and they think it lasts forever, or they get on these TV screens and they try to, all of a sudden they're singers.
Right.
Or, everybody is selling lipstick and stuff and all of that. You have to find something that's a product that's going to stick, and just being on reality for me, why I think it's done so well, is because it really was my reality. It wasn't, I got to find a storyline so I can stay on the show.
Right.
It was really the truth about my life, and I sang about that truth, and I had the talent to back up the mouth, and I've worked my butt off, like, to break down all kind of barriers, and I'm still breaking through them in radio and different places. So I work, and I think a lot of times they get on these shows and think things are easy.
Yeah, and they are not, especially like being placed in that niche.
Yeah, like people were really mad. Like, this year I was won Best New Artist at Soul Train Awards. I won Best New Artist at the NAACP Awards, and nominated for my first BET Award this year. I wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be doing that, because once you go to reality, it's over.
That's it.
So no one thought that I could turn that around. So
you did it very well. Very well.
I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it. You're still working on it. Let's not forget our sponsors, by the way. But this is sponsored and engineered by Lexus. So say hi to Lexus. Hey, Lexus. We love you. We love Lexus.
Love Lexus.
Can't forget Lexus. So let's go back to the tweets. So my Sherry Amore says, I caught you on Verses and Flow. How was it being around all those poets and creative minds? So was it a different experience for you?
Yeah, it was a great vibe in the building, and it was more so when you have people that are really talented and aren't people that are faking talent, the energies are different,
right.
So it was just really great to be there and be amongst people who had strong gifts and were passionate about their art.
Yeah, and you did very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love Verses and Flow. I think it was, and it was a nice change up to see you on there.
Yeah.
You really can sing, like you say.
Thank you.
It's some people who pretend. you can sing.
Thank you.
So all right. So let's get to this one of these last Twitter questions. We're gonna wrap it up soon. But what Steel Ghost says, what can we expect to see on K.Michelle My Life? So this is your new reality show.
Yes.
Coming out soon. So
comes out November 3rd. You can expect to see me just being me being a mother, me being a businesswoman, and me going through everyday life of just friends. I found out my show is somewhat like Survivor. Who's there left in the end? So a lot, goes on with this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it going to be because I know some people are going to try to say, you're just going to be the same woman from Love and Hip Hop or.
But that's never the full woman of me. That's my turn up, I'm not like that.
Right.
Like every day, I'm just me. I think my life is very entertaining and interesting, but it's not, doesn't always have to be volatile and combative.
Right. So it comes out when again? November
3rd.
November 3rd. So VH1.
VH1.
All right. So we will be looking for that, and I can't wait to see that. And you should come back though.
I'll be
back around. All right.
I'll be back.
All right. So one more question, and we have at Rob Speaks. He says, I know you write most, if not all, your material, and he saw Verses and Flow, and he wanted to know, did you do any poetry?
No. I've just always put it in song form. It's kind of the same thing, if you're writing these lyrics and, but no, I've never did it like that.
Never did poetry.
No.
All right, so Rob Speaks. I'm sorry. You won't be hearing any like Maya Angelou or anything like that.
No.
Anytime soon.
I can't compare to her.
No. But, you have made your own lane and you're great at what you do. And, we all expect great things. Waiting on the album title.
Yes.
I tried to get an exclusive, y'all. I'm sorry. you know.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But we thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we wish you much success. And this is Questions for K. And she is here. And this is engineered and powered by Lexus. And we are out. Peace. Hi, Mom.
Say hi, Mom.